something different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, was from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets East. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a game.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Well, we tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Number 34 on the carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Block now on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 32. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go. Set. 30 pace. Let's go. Strong dog. Check 99. Check 99. Check 24. Check 24. Hey, set. 24. Check 24.
A first carry for Josh Adams, the Notre Dame product. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him tape, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch his skirt out the mud.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Exit. 55. Mark, 55.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting them to back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Number 14.
16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. And a Raven first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos 3, Ravens nothing.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Open man is Ross, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Boyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw is Jackson. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 32 on the play. Jackson will throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run here with Dobbins, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. the 30, past the 20, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And his pass incomplete.
Jackson.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Dobbins.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down, Baltimore.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He was 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 45 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turned, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there is really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, Rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up other avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. He's got a 1st down past the 30, and he'll be out right at the 35. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
25 yards that time.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
And Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it'll be third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Here's Jackson on third and long. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fan. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
3rd and 8.
To throw on third down. Lock. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's fourth down.
On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Fighting through, and he's got space. Through an opening, and there he goes. Broncos score. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
For Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
31. It's a gain of 2 yards.
This time Jackson will throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Coming this way, here we go.
To throw it is Locke. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Locke. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
They're running it. Kill, kill, kill. Jumper, 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 jumper.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25. And down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On second down, Dobbins. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
4th and goal.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Kick is good. Makes the score Broncos 34, Ravens 28. Justin Tucker to kick.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. K.J. Hamler returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 2.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go again. Blue dot quarters. Blue dot quarters. 2, fellas. Let's go. Check. Check 43. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Ready.
Block working out of the gun. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Malik Harrison drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Now here's Ross. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Check. Rocky. Watch twins. Check.
From the 31, Jackson will find Dobbins out of the backfield.
Jackson's pass.
It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 21-yard line.
Jackson to throw. This is caught. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a handoff looking right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Tonight's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that.